right. So, all right, go ahead, introduce yourself. What's your name? Where are you from? And how old are you?
Okay. My name is Monica Lewis. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. Currently, I live in Texas, Mansfield, Texas. I'm 50 years old.
Okay. How would you describe your fitness journey before joining transformation coaching? How did you feel?
Non-existence.
Okay. So tell us a little more.
So before the program, all my siblings work out. And for years, they've tried to get me to get into this fitness. And I was just kind of like, no. And,
Mm-hmm.
my sister was like, when I moved here, this is the first time I don't have to talk to you about losing weight.
Really?
Yes.
And how did that feel?
Great.
Just being able to talk to her about it instead of her talking at you.
Yes. Like she's always like, you need to lose weight. And when I moved here, she couldn't have that conversation with me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what was your biggest challenge when you were starting your fitness journey? Um, what was your biggest challenge before starting with transformation coaching?
Um, when you say what was my biggest challenge, are you referring to getting started or
As far as getting started, but when you were trying to, you know, be mindful of your health or improve it, what were things that were getting in the way for you before?
I would say what might have stalled me was just having the motivation.
Okay.
I think, with having a coach, like I can hit you at any time. So
Hmm.
I feel like if I need the motivation, I could hit you and say, like I'm tired today.
Hmm. Hmm. And then just having that person in your corner made a difference.
Yes.
Okay. And then what were you looking to accomplish when you first joined transformation coaching?
Feeling good in my skin.
Okay. Definitely get that. And then how so? Was it more about just the number on the scale or clothes or being able to move?
The way I looked at my clothes.
Okay. Gotcha. Specific outfits or wanting to get like new things?
I want to get new things.
Okay. Okay. And what were your biggest successes going through the program?
Um, I would say just staying motivated.
Okay. So with the motivation, because I know you've had different types of phases of life as you've been going through the program, right? You know,
That's a nice way to put it.
yeah, a daughter is going to school and there's specific things for your own health that we've had to navigate and find solutions for.
Yes.
So you don't have to say anything you don't feel comfortable sharing, but
Oh, I never have a problem talking about it. Are you referring to my disability?
yes.
I never have a problem talking about it.
Okay. So how has it been navigating that? Anything that surprised you about what you've been able to do or how we've set goals? Just speak to that.
Yes. Maintaining my step count and getting in every day
Okay.
on a cane. If anything, like people, like I went to the gym and this girl was like, I wasn't gonna come to the gym, and then I was like, this girl be on this cane walking every day. Let me get up.
That's awesome. And could you, just for anyone that will be listening, kind of describe what the disability is and what's difficult for you to do?
Sure. So I have I had a stroke, which caused me to have paralysis, which means that the left side of my body I can't move.
Mhm.
So like I literally can't use my left hand. I have one hand to work with,
Yeah. Okay.
which usually has my cane.
Yeah. So one free hand and is usually occupied.
Yes.
Difficult. So
Very difficult.
So I know when we first started, we were really focused on, I mean, we're still focused on your steps, but you had a concept for, what you were able to do and capable of doing. And it seems like that's grown as you progressed. Can you speak to that, like where you were when you started with that and then how you,
Sure. I think it's because you push me and motivate me to. Because I think I told you before, my sister tried to get me to do 1,000 steps, and I thought she was crazy.
Uh-huh.
Like, she still doesn't know to this day how many steps I actually do. Because she would be like, oh my God, I thought 1,000 steps was like so out of my range.
Mm. And now what are you averaging?
3,700.
3,700. So
Actually, I did 4,000 last night.
let's go. Woohoo! So you 4x what you thought was impossible for you.
Yes.
That's pretty awesome.
Yes. I would have never thought that. Starting with the program day one, I would have never thought that.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so, what are some other things you feel like you've been able to achieve? So, we talked about steps, being able to essentially move more, do more than you thought. Is there
Yes.
anything else physically or mentally that you've noticed?
Well, what I noticed is like being in the program, like I understand food now.
Mm,
Like people always be like, read the labels, and I used to be like, what am I looking for? But now I know what to look for. Like
mm-hmm,
you taught me about, like setting it up for, to stay in my macros.
mm-hmm,
I understand that now. Before I was clueless.
mm,
So I understand food, and it makes me like when I'm out, like at a restaurant, it makes me think about what I'm going to actually order
yeah.
instead of just looking at the picture and like, I'm gonna try this.
Okay, you're thinking about what's in the food, not just how it looks.
Yes.
That's amazing. That's definitely amazing. So the skill of tracking your food and being mindful about what you're picking on menus, that's definitely huge. Were there any other skills in particular you feel like you gained or have been able to apply?
Besides what I just said, first by being moving more,
Mm-hmm.
being concerned about my workouts and my steps, and learning about food because before this I was clueless.
Okay, that's great. That's awesome. So, would you recommend transformation coaching to a friend? And if so, why?
Yes, I would, and I did. Alaska, I recommended to Alaska.
And what about the support really made you feel like this can help other people? Because I know you said the coaching piece is the big difference maker, the accountability.
Because it's a lifestyle change, and until you understand that it's a lifestyle change, I don't think you can fully, you know, get there.
Hmm. For sure. And I know this one wasn't on the questions, but do you have a favorite or a memorable coaching moment where it was like you just remember a conversation that we had or something that really helped to motivate you or encourage you or anything there?
No, I don't.
Okay. Just the overall, the having somebody there.
Well, I should say, regardless of what I was going on in life, he was always supportive.
Mhm. Awesome. And the last question, overall, what does your transformation mean to you? Because you're far from finished, but you're farther than you were.
Correct. Um, you said, what does it mean to me?
Yep,
It means that, I'm gonna see this to the end. My journey has begun, and I'm gonna see it to the end.
absolutely. Okay. Love it, love it. Well, I mean, that's all the questions that I had for you. Was there any final thoughts or anything you wanted to add?
No.
Okay, awesome.
Well, yeah, I can. So I would say, okay, when I started, I was a single mom. Well, I'm still a single mom,
Mm,
but it made me feel better about myself
mm, okay. How so?
because this was the first thing I ever did for myself. Usually, I'm doing everything for my daughter.
Mm,
This was the first thing I signed up and did for myself, and that's what I gave to Aliska.
hmm.
And she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this for myself," and I'm like, "If you don't,
Yeah,
you have to start somewhere. Because she
yeah.
has kids too. I only have one. She has more than one, but
Mhm.
my one is like a total of three.
I get that. Get that. But that's beautiful. Said. You being a mom, you're giving a lot of yourself to someone else. People need you, and being able to finally be like, I'm going to do this for me, and not just not in a selfish way, but giving more to yourself means you're going to have more to give to other people.
Yes. Like my daughter's watching me and she's in college and she's calling me like, Mom, I'm going to the gym.
It's like she's inspired.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Love it.
Yes.
Let me go ahead. I'm going to stop this here.
Okay.